What's up guys, Jacob here, and today you're going to learn how to make the perfect proposal for your prospects every single time. This is something that I learned recently and it's been helping me out a lot. It's been increasing my close rate. I think when I started X27, my close rate was pretty bad. It was like 5% of like every meeting that I booked, I would close a deal. So like I had to book 20 sales calls to close one deal. That's pretty low. Now these were cold outbound leads. My inbound close rate's way higher. It's like 50% or something like that, 60%. But inbound's much easier. Cold outreach is much more difficult, and when I first started, I sucked. And the main problem that I was having was first discovery calls, and then I dedicated myself to nailing the discovery call. But then when it came time to the proposal, I didn't really know what to do on the proposal. I wasn't very good at presenting. I wasn't sure what to say to convince them to buy. I didn't know how to move the deal forward. I didn't even know what to put in the proposal. And I realized that there was actually one step in my discovery process that I was forgetting that was screwing me over for the proposal. And there's other things too, but I'm going to narrow in on one thing, which is how to know what to put in your proposal, okay? Now that I know this, I think my close rate up to 15%, maybe closer to 20% now. I've been closing a lot more often. My sales velocity's increased, so bigger deals more often, and a higher percentage of them are closing. So this is the tip. You need to ask them what they want to see in the proposal. That's it. It's so simple, but it's so awesome. Like you just ask the person what they want to see and they'll tell you and you give it to them. It's just like the rest of the discovery call. They tell you their goals, they tell you their challenges, they tell you their solutions in their mind, when they want it, what their budget is. They tell you everything, right? But then if you don't ask how, but then they want to see a plan. They want to see a proposal. And if you just say, okay, I'll make a proposal for you, well, what the heck? Some people want to see numbers and case studies and this and that. Some people care more about process and da-da-da. And usually, I'll be honest, most people want to see this exact same thing. When I ask, they want to see a process and case studies, right? Which makes sense. And numbers, return on investment, budgeting, all that stuff. But some people want other stuff. And some people want a lot of information. Some people want a little bit of information. And when they tell you what they want, you can put together exactly what they want, and that's what you need to do. By the way, if you're getting value from the video so far, please drop a like. It really helps out the channel. I want to hit 50,000 subscribers, and I'm going to be posting 3 days a week from now on. So your support really, really helps me, and it helps other people find value in the videos and grow and make more sales, make more money. We all do really well. And real quick, if you want to grab a lead generation training document, by the way, that will help you book more calls so that you can have more proposals and close more sales, I have a bulletproof, it is amazing, lead generation training document that will show you how to generate leads from start to finish, the right exact companies you want to work with, the right people at those companies, how to find their emails, even if other tools can't find them, and how to validate them no matter what, even if other tools can't validate them, so that you will never have a bounced email again, or at least less than 1% bounce rate. But it's an awesome document. I had a student of mine actually close his first client within a week or so of grabbing this document, and he's gonna make about $50,000 in a year from this one client. So grab that. All right, so how do you actually do this? How do you ask them properly? Well, first, if you haven't already, watch my discovery call videos. I've got two. One of them is about discovery calls at a high level. I'm talking about the concept, the philosophy of a discovery call. I'm in my car, I'm driving, and I'm talking about how it's like a 30-minute video. It's full of value. Every single part of the discovery call, how to run it, how to figure out information around this, that, the other, so that you have all the information that you need to close a deal. But I may have talked about this a little bit in that video, but it really hit home recently, so I want to reiterate it. There's a part of the discovery call where you talk about the plan. And you can actually see this in action in my other discovery call video where it's a live discovery call role play where you can see me doing this on the call. It's really valuable. You need to run the call. You need to ask them, what's your current context? What are your goals? You know, what's stopping you from achieving that goal? By when do you want to fix this problem? Or by when do you want to accomplish this end result, right? How do you want to get there? What's your budget? All this stuff, right? So you should have a pretty clear picture of what they want, when they want it, all this stuff. So at the end of the call, you know, actually at the beginning of the call, at the beginning of the discovery call, what I normally say is something to the effect of, okay, Mr. Prospect, you know, I'd love to introduce, you know, myself and what I do and have you introduce yourself a bit as well. I've already done some research into your company, so I know what you offer and sort of the work you've done and all that good stuff. But I'd love to get your internal perspective on things, your current context and goals for the coming year. And if at the end of the call, you know, there's a way that we could work together, I'd love to discuss next steps. So they're already agreeing to that in the beginning. So when we get to the end of the call and I know everything that they want, they've told me and I've spotted the gaps, assuming that they're qualified and I can actually help them. At the end of the call, I'll tell them, Okay, great. You know what? I really think I can help you achieve this goal by this time, getting them excited. I want to put together a plan for you. They'll be like, great, I want to see the plan. When can you show it to me? And schedule a time, like, okay, I'll show you the plan on this day. Are you available? Yeah. The beauty of this is you haven't even sold them anything yet. You've just been asking them questions and learning about them so that you can then give them what they want on a silver platter. But the whole goal of the discovery call is to extract the ammo you need to put together a perfect proposal. Here's the concept, okay? You want to give prospects exactly what they want. If you give someone exactly what they want on a silver platter, they're going to have to buy it, even if they can't afford it. I had a proposal call last week with a guy, awesome guy. When we first had the discovery call, he was good. The next week, something had changed and he had less money available than he thought. But he wanted to work with me so bad, he suggested taking out a loan to pay me. I told him it wasn't a fit if he had to do that. Excuse me. But the point is, when you give someone a proposal that's so good, they're going to want to buy it. Budget will not be an objection. Like, people will actually want to work with you really bad if they love what you have to offer. So how do you get that perfect fit though? How do you give them exactly what they want? It's kind of like when you go to a watch store. If you want to get a new watch, right, and you want to have a certain kind of dial, a certain kind of face, a certain kind of strap and everything, if you see a watch that is perfectly what you want, even if you told yourself you're not going to spend any money this month on shopping or whatever, if you see that watch, you're going to be like, oh, I really want the watch. You're going to get your wife over to check it out. You're going to have, your friends look at it. Should I get it, right? You want your proposal to be that watch, that perfect fit. And the way that you know what's a perfect fit for the person is by asking them what they want to see. So at the end of the call, after you've ran the discovery process, after you have learned about their context and goals, all that stuff, what you do is you say, okay, great. I'm going to put together the plan. Just so you know, I make all of my plans entirely custom for every person that I speak with based on what they want to see, because I know that some people care more about this or one thing than the other, right? So I want to ask you, I'm going to put this together for you. What would you like to see in the plan that would make you comfortable moving forward, right? Something like that. So you're already closing from the first call without actually selling. You're saying, what would you want to see in this plan that's going to help you achieve XYZ goal? What would you want to see that will make you comfortable to execute the plan or move forward? That's how I do it, and it works very well for me. And you have to have your own style, but the point is, when you say that, you are saying, I'm going to show you how I can help you achieve what you just told me that you want. What do you want to see that will make you feel comfortable with it, right? So they're going to tell you what they need from you to trust you to do that thing. And a lot of the time they'll say, well, I want to see the process. I want to know sort of what you guys do, the messaging, how do you do this, that, the other. And I go, okay, so you want to know how we do this, that, the other, da-da-da? Yeah, I want to know that. Great. What else do you want to know? Oh, what else do I want to know? I want to know pricing, like how much do I invest, some numbers, like how much do I invest, how many leads do I get if you're selling marketing, for example, how does this look, how does that look with the numbers, what's my return on investment, that kind of thing. Okay, great. So you want to see how much you're going to invest and how much you're going to get back out? Yeah, that's what I want to see. Okay, wonderful. What else do you want to see? How about some case studies? I want to see some case studies. I want to see some examples of companies like mine that you've helped in the past. Okay, great. Anything else? Nope, that's it, right? Okay, so they've told you they want to see process, they want to see numbers, they want to see case studies. And so then I can say, all right, so I'll show you our process, the numbers, what you can expect to achieve this goal with this budget. And I'm going to show you some case studies. If that all checks out with you, when would you be ready to move forward? Or I'll say, when would you be ready to start receiving your first leads? That way it's not about when are you ready to pay. It's like, when would you be ready to start getting your first leads coming in? They might say, probably a month from now. And then I'll say, okay, well, it takes about 2 weeks for us to ramp up. So we should really start in 2 weeks. So let's have our call next week, and that will give you some time to review the contract and that kind of thing if we want to move forward. And that way you're setting expectations for timeline. So you're not asking, when do you want to start? You're asking, when do you want this result by? They tell you, and then you as the consultant can say, okay, if you want this result by this time, then you know how long it's going to take to get that result, and you can start them accordingly. So if they want the result here, and you have to start here to give yourself enough time to achieve that goal, that's what you do. So get them to give you everything you need in a discovery call. Tell them you can help them, and tell them you're going to make a plan. Ask them when they want to see the plan, they'll tell you. Then ask them what they want to see in the plan, they'll tell you. Then ask them when they want the result that you're going to get them, they'll tell you. Now it's a slam freaking dunk. All you have to do is get on the next call with a plan, which is exactly what they want in the first place. Show them every single thing that they asked for in a very succinct manner, and be like, all right, look good? And they'll probably say, yeah. And then you just schedule, you either close it right there or you schedule a contract review call or whatever. But as long as you do both of these steps properly, you're pretty much gonna close the sale. Like, you might make a mistake somewhere and then you'll blow the deal, but overall, if you can do this, like, you are good to go. So that is how to nail the proposal every single time. If you do this properly, I'm telling you, your proposals will be perfect. They'll be on the money. This is what I always do, and it works very well. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button and share it with your friends. Subscribe if you're new. I post sales videos, cold email, and mindset videos on a weekly basis, and I wanna help you achieve your sales goals. So take it easy. Bye-bye.